a really good response from last week. I felt the first game jitters. We didn't play our game, but I felt like tonight came out, was able to apply the stuff that we worked on all week in practice, and really got better this week. So I was impressed with that. Didn't love the way we started, but liked the way we responded in the second quarter on, and liked our energy. And we did some things that we've been working on were much better than a week ago, but still not where it needs to be.
One of the things that really jumped out at me early and continued, you didn't foul much.
Yeah, which is
good.
good.
17 steals and they only shot 6 free throws. That's very unusual.
Yeah.
For this early in the season, that was what I'd call pretty good defensive discipline. So I know you're a defensive coach, so is that something you've emphasized?
Yeah, because we always don't want to foul. I thought some were missed, it's exhibition, whatever, but I thought we just didn't do a good job of understanding their tendencies early, which could later on against better teams lead to more fouls, like just when we play the Dukes and the North Carolinas, because like 25 was really driving it hard on us. She's a good player one-on-one. We didn't understand like when to pop back and like make her take a jumper with no dribble. She was just driving it. And they were really spreading the floor and taking us one-on-one. And I felt like our weak side help wasn't great, but much better than it was. But not. We're a team that doesn't really give up layups. And I thought tonight we didn't do that. But there was also some good opportunities for film. So we are improving a lot. I thought.
Deck got beat one-on-one.
Yeah, but then when she's pressuring and I'm telling her to pressure, we need to have help side.
Yeah.
So just that, but I thought the effort, I thought she played good defense. I thought Zara did. I thought Ty was a lot better defensively. I thought Paulina started off, she was guarding a good player that could really attack. 25 is a good player. Sophia was getting us one-on-one. And then the second quarter on, she adjusted. So those are just some growth things. We really got better this game. I thought our post players did a really good job. I thought Miriam was a beast. We just got to work with her on our free throws, because if she made her free throws, she would have had probably 12 and 8 in 13 minutes.
Yeah,
so
gave you a lot of energy.
Really strong, great rebounding. So definitely done a real good job. So their stuff is, I think their play really has applied. They've been able to apply stuff from practice, which I'm proud of.
Zara, you, and this is my first time to see you as a team, but you and Deck and Skinner and Paris obviously are very important to the success of this team. Do you feel like you're learning each other's abilities and offensively and defensively getting the hang of playing together?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing for us as far as practice goes. Just being able to build our chemistry together, understand each other's tendencies. I think that's the biggest thing for us right now. Just understanding where each other likes the ball, where we like to score from, where we like to defend, or if somebody gets beat, how to help and recover, just making sure that communication's always on point. But definitely that's going to be a big piece for us as far as chemistry, having pretty much everybody new, just continuing to build that. And I think that goes as far as we're going to get better with that with practice and as we play more together.
Coach, I thought for this early, I looked for certain things.
Yeah.
Early. I thought your spacing was very good on the offensive end.
I'm glad you thought that, because I was like,
Because you got so many wide open threes.
Yeah.
You make them, but you really.
And we took some quick ones. How many did we take? Yeah, I felt like we took 35.
I thought is it Jaw, number 11?
Yes, and Jaw.
She made a couple of nice passes after she was double teamed there and kicked it out on the baseline to the corners, and it just looked like there was people that were in the spots they needed to be.
Yeah, and we didn't even space out how we knew. And we work a lot on our spacing and passing. And I think sometimes when we had 2 4s and they didn't know who the 4 and the 5 was, and we play a lot of 5 out. So, but it's positioning on screens. So still we have to work on that, but much better than was the first game. So we're understanding more. I think we're reading stuff more. We still aren't able to execute the way I want to, but that's going to come. We're trying to build chemistry within certain lineups. And so these are just good games to get lineup efficiencies. And you don't see a lot of tendencies after 2 games, but you can see some stuff, and you can see people that work well together, some teams, some groups that defend better together. So it's just good it's good teaching film.
Now, question I've got, because I know when you play your second game against K-State, you're probably going to see some zone.
Yeah.
You didn't see, did you see zone in the first game?
We did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have faced zone.
Yeah, and we've practiced against zone, but and we have some sets that can go against man or zone, but we definitely have to work on some zone this week and some zone presses if we face the zone presses.
Yeah, I know.
There's so much to put in. There's a lot to put in a little bit. With everybody new, so it's a completely new system. A lot of the players that we have came from completely opposite systems, even like Zara, Ty, Kyla, they've all played like more of a gap defense, and we're just a little bit more aggressive. We're not as aggressive as we used to be because of the way offense is called now. But we're just more aggressive. We like to pick up, and sometimes when we pick up, it's not pressing, it's just matching up. I think we're a lot better when we know who we're guarding. I think it just slows people down. But we do have to, there's some areas that are glaring that we have to improve. But I thought our pick and roll defense was much better today than it was a week ago. So they were able, we had some hard practices. We had a couple of hard days, and that was intentional. We had to correct a couple of habits.
You agree with that, Zara?
Yeah.
So I knew today they could be a little bit tired, and I was okay with that because it was more for the culture and the chemistry for the year, and it was beneficial.
You mentioned that word culture. Are you dependent on Paris and Ja a lot to help you with that, or how does that?
No, I think it's just I am in some ways, but I think that the challenge with that is, so we had 3 people from Arizona. One of them's hurt. She's still, Maylene's still in Germany. But Paulina played significant minutes last year, but Ja didn't play a lot last year. So she still has so much youth and growing, but she's grown so much. And I think she's improved so much on the court. Like last year, she wouldn't have been able to play on the perimeter because of her turnovers. She's taking care of the ball. She's playing at a high level. So really proud for her. But I think that this team is so different. So I'm relying on everybody. And we have 8 upperclassmen. So I'm relying on all of them to bring the experience and the value. Like Grace has been at 3 schools. Kyla, and I think there's value to that because they've seen the way that different high-level programs do things. So I want everybody to bring a piece of what they have because people have different strengths and weaknesses. So I think I'm relying on the whole team for that. And, we have a really good team. We have good culture. Everybody likes each other. Every team has little things, but I'm just proud of how they are as a unit. And I put together some really good young women, and that was one of the most important things. I passed up on some really good players because I was really focused on, okay, we need to have a good chemistry. We need good people that are going to pull in the right direction because I think in the end, if you have better players that aren't pulling in the right direction, you don't win. So that was really important for me. So I hope that I've done that. And we built this team really fast when the portal opened. So, but I think I put the right people here, and it was all people we wanted. It wasn't people that we second guessed. So I'm happy about that. I'm really happy with who we have and the young women they are.
Zara, what would you add to Coach's comments about the development of the team going into what really counts now? As a player, what do you think the whole team, including yourself, has to improve on the most between now and the next couple of weeks when you're going to start playing some really good teams?
I think for us, it's just mainly our communication, just continuing to talk to each other and understanding each other is the biggest part for us. And I think also defensively, like, we can continue to not learn the defense, but continue to understand it and understand different moments where we can be aggressive or different moments that, like, we can sit back and try to be smart with it, because I feel like Deny is a very hard defense to play. And obviously, like, being, like Coach said, being from different schools, everybody's coming from different places, learning to deny and just being aggressive on the ball, learning when to do it, when not to do it, and then offensively being able to execute it as well. This is the main thing that's going to be great for us moving down the stretch. And
I think we're very particular about footwork and spacing and teaching the game, and not only just like teaching a play, but okay, if the defense shoots the gap, you fade, and what do you do after fade? What is opposed to? They slip. Like when they curl, there's different movement. So we really try to teach play after play, which they all will benefit in the pros or at the next level. So I think and that's a longer process, but it's a better process. So for us, our offense should still start to get better. And I like for our defense to create offense, but when our defense is good, our offense is always really good. Yeah. So we're going to be a team that shoots the 3 really well. But right now there's so many new things, so a lot of players are thinking. So those shots will fall. Ty's not going to go, I think, 1 for 5 or, whatever. I don't know what she was exactly, was she? 2 for 7. She's a really efficient 3-point shooter. Sarah's a really good 3-point shooter. Kyla. So I think we're gonna be a team that likes to take 25. My teams don't usually take 25 threes, so this will be new for me.
Well, I looked over there.
We let it fly. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
But
those quick threes.
very quick. Ty likes. Yeah, Ty likes quick ones. But I'm also a coach. But she's also a really good 3-point shooter. So I'm gonna let some of that go. And like Zara, I'm encouraging her. She's a really good shooter. She's a lot better shooter than I thought even before she came here, and she has a nice shot. So I was giving her. She was getting in trouble earlier when she wasn't taking the shots because that hurts the team. So I'm good with that, and I think we can be a really good 3-point shooting team.